And so Afghanistan and Iraq and others was already set 15 years ago. It had nothing to do with Saddam. That was just convenient. And now we find out. You see, dead fish swim and the live ones the dead fish float and stink and the live ones keep swimming. Now we find out there was no weapons of mass destruction. They still looking for them, but now they've accepted that there are none. But they said, well, we're sorry about that, but we were still justified in going in there. Okay. Well, how many lives were taken in that exercise that only lasted, by the way, it only lasted for 34 days, the actual exercise, 34 days. How many lives? 51,000 lives. Close to the same amount of lives that were lost in the Vietnam War by Americans over a period of 7 years. Now you tell me, 58,000 American lives that were lost in the Vietnam War, a war that they lost, and 51,000 lives of Muslims, Iraqis, that were lost in 34 days. You think that's justice?
If you're comfortable with that kind of Islam, then you have eyes but you can't see. You have ears but you can't hear. You have hearts, but you cannot understand. But he said that the worst row for the woman, the one which is most dangerous, is the first. Why? What's the danger for the last row for the man and the danger for the first row for the woman? What's the danger? If you take plywood and you put up a barrier, where is the danger? Take your plywood and put up a barrier in a man, where is the danger? The danger is you have changed the religion. This is not the religion that the Prophet left, alayhi salatu wasalam. Because she is now deprived of seeing the Imam as he stands on the mimbar to give the khutbah. You have deprived her of that right that she had in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, that she had in the time of his companions. And so in the Muslim village, we seek to restore to the Muslim woman every right that Allah and His Messenger gave to her. Around the world today, brothers and sisters, there is war on Islam. If you're in France, you can't go to school with hijab. I drive on the roads of Trinidad, and when school over, I see the pretty sight. I see so many schoolgirls, Indian and African, in hijab. And I say, praise be to Allah. But in France, that's not allowed. You'll be thrown out of school. And what is happening in France today is going to happen in the rest of the world tomorrow. It's coming. It is a war on Islam. The intention is to break your faith. The intention is to ensure that you lose Islam. How do we preserve Islam? Answer is, you've got to establish it. You cannot simply teach and preach. You have to establish Islam. We cannot establish Islam today anywhere on the face of the earth as a state with control over government. Impossible. Because those who control the world would not allow it. All right. If the macro is not possible, is the micro possible? That is the philosophy of the Muslim village. That it is impossible to establish Islam at the macro level until Imam al-Mahdi arises. But if you differ with me, go ahead and try. If we cannot establish Islam at the macro level, do we have any excuse before Allah for not establishing it at the micro level? If you attempt to establish it at the micro level, it must be remote, so it does not pose a threat to their godless world. وَإِذْ اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ, says Allah in Surah Al-Kahf. When you turn away from them, وَإِذْ اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ, and you turn away from their godlessness, فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ, flee to the cave, meaning flee to a place of safety, which is the Muslim village. يَنْشُرُ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَمْرِكُمْ مِرْفَقًا. Allah will shower you with His mercy. Allah will protect you in the Muslim village.